Hi, friends. I am so excited that I get to meet with you this morning and talk to you about one of my absolute favorite things in the whole wide world. And I'm about to show you how that favorite thing got started inside of me. You've been looking through all different kinds of books, right? You've been seeing books like this, and this book was written by Esther Slobodkina. I totally don't know how to say that author's name, but what an amazing writer. He wrote the words in this book, and how much fun have you been having reading his words? And then you've also had this book by a totally different author. I know you know this one, and this is by Terry Border, right? She's a different author who writes in a different way. She writes all of her words in a different way, but it's a super fun book and we love to read it. You might have read books like this before. I love Pete the Cat, one of my favorite characters. And Eric Litwin is the writer of this book. Sometimes you see his name inside the book. Pretty cool, right? And he writes his words. I love to sing his books, right? As a reader, when you're reading his words, they make you want to sing them. Amazing. Different writers write different books in different ways. This kind of book is a very, very different book than this kind. But this author is writing to tell us all about sharks. And this is a magazine. And this magazine might have lots of different authors inside that write facts about things that they know a lot about. They tell us all new things that they are hoping that we get to learn. And it's amazing. And the reason why I'm showing this to you today is because you are all going to get to do the same thing. You are all going to get to write your own stories and your own books about things that you know a lot about, that you have a lot of schema on. So, guess what? From now on, this is it, guys. From now on, I and Mrs. Torres are going to call you writers because that's what you are going to be. You are going to be writers of lots and lots of stories and books, and it's going to be amazing. And we're going to get to do all of that during this time that we like to call Writers Workshop. So, we're going to have Writers Workshop often so that you have the chance to be the writers, the super writers that you are. Now, today we're going to get started becoming those writers by thinking about something that we know a lot about, something that we might be experts on, that we have a lot of schema, a lot of background knowledge about, something that we might be able to teach somebody else about. Hmm. So it's going to require that you're thinking about things that you know a lot about. Hmm. Mrs. Torres knows a lot about volleyball. I bet she could teach me all about volleyball. Hmm. I know that Nelson knows a lot about animals. I bet you could teach me about a few animals that you have, right? And Cheyenne knows a lot about horses. And I haven't yet figured out what Sammy and May know a lot about, but I bet you could surprise me. I can't wait to hear what you know a lot about. And Miss Etta, I'm thinking, hmm, I don't want to guess. I want you to show me. I want you to tell me what you know a lot about. Let's see. Let's see if we can list some of the things that I know a lot about. I know a lot about soccer because I go to many, many soccer practices and games. I know a lot about skiing because I used to, back in the day, be an excellent skier. I know a lot about doing the laundry. I know a lot about driving my car. I know a lot about mowing my lawn. There's lots of little things that I could teach you about. And I think that maybe what I might want to teach you about first, the thing that I feel most passionate, I don't even want to use the word passionate about, but that I have the most knowledge on, that I could tell you the most about, is something that I just did. And that is mowing lawn. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to show you what you need. I'm going to show you how you do it. And you're going to see how a writer begins their books. Okay. Now, I don't have my very special paper at home with me today. I went into my bag and I left it on my desk. So I'm going to use plain white paper today, but you all have special paper that has a big square and a line at the top and a line at the bottom that has your skyline, plain line, and grass line. But today I'm just going to use my blank piece of paper and I'm going to show you what a brave writer does when they start to write their story. Here's my story about mowing the lawn. I know that I have here's my lawnmower, and it has a handle that I hold and then like a little bar that I have to squeeze underneath. And then here is my actual mower part. And I don't know that I have the best drawing skills, especially when I'm drawing upside down. But it's a lovely, lovely zoom for me. And then this has a thing that comes off the back. So when I mow my lawn, I need my mower, and I have to push my mower. My mower's not, I don't get to ride on it. Some people can ride on their mowers, but mine is the kind that you have to push. Here's my hair, my eye, I'm smiling because when I mow my lawn, I know that it is nice and sunny outside. And I get to be outside in the sunshine and I get to listen to my music. So I'm going to put my earbuds in. When you mow your lawn, you can listen to music, and I have to push my mower. I'm going to make my yard this way because I have to push my mower up and then I have to turn around and push my mower back. So it winds up putting lines in my grass. Most of the time I hope that they're straight, but they're not always straight. So I need to push my mower this way and that way. I could tell you so many things about how I mow my lawn and how I have to empty out the bag. I know I have lots of ideas about this. So I know that since I have lots of ideas, it's something that I could tell you all about. So I'm going to draw my picture and then I would add color to it. So writers, your job today is to think of something you know a lot about, something that you could tell somebody else about, that you could teach somebody how to do or all about it. I want you to think of that special something. You could list it on your fingers, like maybe you know a lot about trucks, or you know a lot about snakes, or you know a lot about playgrounds, or you know a lot about the zoo, or maybe you know a ton of stuff about cooking. There's lots of different things that you could list that you know about, and then you're going to pick one and you're going to sketch it on your writing paper and show us, teach Mrs. Torres and I about that something. that you know so much about, because as a brave writer, you are going to teach the world all about what you know. Okay? So think of what you know a lot about. Draw one on your paper. Show us what you know. And get writing. We're so excited. Off you go.